I'm going to scream. I haven't done that in a while, where I forgot to unmute my mic. I haven't done that in a while. But I guess there's always a... that'll always come back to haunt you no matter what. I decided to do something different. Instead of like just unmuting my mic on my normal starting screen, I decided to go straight into it. Because why not? But anywho, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, our wonderful... what is it? What is it? Guys and gals and non-binary pals or something like that? Oh, thank you, Manny. I can't remember. It was something like that. It was a really fun and a really cool, inclusive way to say that. I don't remember, but I like it. But yeah, also, Lunar, what's up? So yeah, welcome. Welcome to the stream today. Today's a fun stream. And I'll talk about that in a moment. Oh, shoot, I forgot to... Here. Lunar, this is what I'm going to do. Okay? I'm going to reject that now, and I want you to do that later in the show. Okay? That way, we can extend the gift to our guest, which I talked about a little bit beforehand with our guest. and they they think it'd be really fun to do. So I'm going to reject that for now, but not because I don't want to do it. It's only because I want to do that later. You a real one, G. I appreciate that. Ready? You just got your points back. That's a lot of Dr. Pepper. So, there's that. But anywho, today's going to be fun. Today's a lot of fun. Anytime I get to do the VOD, I'm always so happy and excited because I get to talk with so many wonderful people. Like, and not only that, I'm only going to be awake for an hour as it's 2 a.m. Oh, I see. Well, then all I will say is, thankfully, we'll have them in here very soon, so you don't need to worry that far into it. But yeah, the thing is, since starting the show, I've been able to talk with a lot of people and really get to dive deep and ask people and talk to them, be on either a personal or at a professional level. And something I always find really fun is there's a lot of people whom I reach out to, and sometimes I get a response, sometimes I don't. But honestly, one of my favorite things is I get a response saying they can't do the show, but they appreciate it anyway. Because in my eyes, it's something that I'm like, oh wow, you were able, you saw what I sent, you read it, and you had you were nice enough to reply. And honestly, it's such a wonderful feeling to at least be able to shoot my shot and be able to talk with people, like to be able to try and have them on here. And so there's plenty of people I've gotten to do that with, you know, because not every person I ask wants to be on, or rather, it's not that, thankfully I haven't had anybody say that, no, I don't want to be on your show, I just don't like it. It's every time it's, I'd love to, but I'm either a little shy or I'm busy. But in both cases, people typically say, I'm shy or I'm busy, but I wouldn't mind doing it in the future. I'm like, okay, that sounds perfect to me. And it's just really fun. It's a really nice privilege that I get to be able to do. Because I know a lot of people sometimes struggle with that. And we even talked about it yesterday, of confidence. Or was it confidence? No, it was something else. But it's just, some people struggle with confidence. And, like, it can be a little hard. So, you know, it's definitely a blessing that I have. That I'm thankful that I can have that ability to just talk to random people. And that's what the purpose of the show is, where I get to talk with random people. And when I say random, I say with air quotes, because after getting to talk with them for a little bit of time, like before stream, they don't become random anymore. They become wonderful individuals. They're already wonderful individuals, but I just get to talk with them a little more. So, that's that. So let's quickly talk about yesterday's stream. Let's talk about tomorrow's stream. We'll talk about today's stream. So yesterday we got to talk with Nymphy. And Nymphy was a lot of fun to talk with. Why? Because we got to talk a lot about the process of being vulnerable with your audience. We also got to talk about the process of model appearances and having multiple visions and multiple outfits and multiple models, how that can either help you or it can hurt you as a content creator, as a VTuber, and sometimes as a person. And I had a lot of fun with that. I'm just really happy I was able to speak on such a topic. On a side note, hopefully today will not be as janky as yesterday. That was a little funny. And if some of you listen, I'm still using the same mic. I haven't swapped it to my other one because I realized at this point, this is just easier to use. I don't have to do a lot of adjusting on it, and people can hear me just fine. So yeah. Now, tomorrow's stream is going to be also fun. Why? Because it's somebody who we've had on this channel before, as we played Danganronpa together. And that is a wonderful guy named 4 Mile. We just call him Mile, which is really funny because when we're playing Danganronpa with him, that's what I started calling him. And the thing is, when people come into my chat or they interact with me, typically I call them, I give them a quote-unquote nickname. Like, for instance, when I see Willow Tree Necromancy, I just say Willow. I see Apophis Nova, I just call him Nova. I see Lunar Wolf, I just say Lunar. And that goes for anybody who hops into my chat. You know, I just pick one word out of that and just say that. You know, kind of like an easy one-syllable, relatively 1 to 2 syllable name that I can just say. It's very easy. And, you know, Miles is a really cool dude. Like your Val! Yeah! That's me. Val. I'm the guy. I'm your guy. I'm your little guy. So yeah, it's a lot of fun. But anywho, enough about me. Today's guest is really fun. Why? Because I've had the opportunity to talk with them a little bit before stream. Not only the before stream here, and I also spoke with them a little bit last week. And I've watched quite a little bit of their content, and I find that in terms of individuals I've met and I've seen on this platform, they are by far one of the nicest individuals I have ever met. And it's really, really nice when you get to see somebody who is genuinely a breath of fresh air in terms of behavior. And that's not to say everybody is plagued with behavioral issues where they're just constantly swearing and calling out just saying your things, names, and all that. Also, you're going to be proud of me. I have a can of... Hey, there you go. The Dr. Pepper plague is spreading. Just beware. At a certain point, the Dr. Pepper disease will spread, and it'll make you dance uncontrollably. If you don't know what I'm talking about, go on YouTube. Look at like a Dr. Pepper commercial, and like a Dr. Pepper commercial. I think it's like a Dr. Pepper dance commercial or whatever. And so it's a very funny one. So yeah, I'm already dancing. I see. Good for you, Lunar. I appreciate that. So yeah, this person is really, really nice and really fun to talk to. They're just very polite, which sometimes I think manners are dead. And when I talk to this individual, I think, well, maybe I'm wrong on that. So yeah. Oh, thank you, Nova. I appreciate that. I appreciate that a lot. Oh, wonderful, you're here. I know who you are. That's for the Dr. Pepper, by the way. You didn't throw anything! Oh, wait, you're just saying you being here. It's what you pay me for. I know who you are. You're follower number 50. I know that because... Oh my goodness. You get paid at Pops Nova? Yeah. Technically not as much by me, but that's a story for a different time. So anyway, I've talked enough. I have a habit of talking. I get paid in roasts. Do be like that. Nothing monetary. So without further ado, why don't we actually get into our guest? Because I have a habit of talking a lot. So, today, we'll be welcoming an Elvin Deity of Innovation, providing good vibes, encouragement, and creativity, and a creative space to be yourself. This VTuber focuses on interactivity, fun games, and community engagement, which apparently something he did recently was host a special kind of like little tier list thing, like a community tier list, which I'm not going to spoil too much. I'd rather have him talk about it because I'm sure he could give a much better explanation and stuff about it, which we'll talk about. He loves to play RPGs, horror games, and games with great soundtracks. He strives to build a community of passionate people who bring their creations to life. So without further ado, raise your spirits for AlbieTheGod. Ah, it's working! It's working this time! Oh my gosh! oh my gosh, collab cam, why do you not want to work with... This is what I have to deal with. I knew there's some caveat. Let's do that. I hope so. Let's see. Where's my settings? This is embarrassing, guys. Scuff is part of the process. And worst case, if people can't hear you, I always go to the tried. Well, let's see. Speak for me, sir. Yep. I don't think he can... Dang it! We were this close. I have an option to control my audio source through Congrats, Albie. You've been promoted to host. Where was it? Oh my gosh, I'm going to cry. Yes. Oh my gosh. Well, let's see. It's always so much fun whenever this happens. Why? Because things just don't like to work. Well, that'll do for now. So anywho, my gosh, I haven't been called that in a while. Anywho, with that in mind, Albie, how are you doing today?
I'm doing well. Thank you for asking.
My goodness. Hopefully, this stream will not be as scuffed as it was in the beginning yesterday.
Thank you, Lunar.
So yeah,
I appreciate that.
before we go any further, it's time for me to ask the first, and dare I say the most important question. That is, Albie, who are you and what is your story?
All right. Well, I'm Albie, the God of Innovation, your deity of content creation, and I am a variety streamer. Let's see. Other than that, I enjoy, streaming,
Whoa.
playing games,
Yeah.
hosting events with the community, getting to meet other VTubers and collab with other personalities. It's been a lot of fun. Other than that, I still need to work a little bit more on my lore, but that's pretty much the gist of it so far.
Lunar says exactly, I think, what everybody's thinking here is that we all really like your model. Do you mind
Thank you.
Do you mind talking a little bit about that? Like where this came from, and just what the thought process was when you were designing this?
Yeah. So the whole process behind how I came up with my model was I came up with the username first, right? So I came up with AlbieTheGod first because I thought that was a really badass username. So I was like, oh, okay. So I'm gonna call myself AlbieTheGod, and I was like, all right. So if I'm gonna sit down and think about how a god looks, how do I want to do it, and how do I want to have my own personal spin on it? And I was like, all right. So what if we took an elf and made him a god, and then we just name him Albie, and boom, we got the idea right there. So with the idea, with the basic concept down, I then went to like, okay, well, what would he wear? What would his, what's his hair color going to be? And I was like, all right, deities are usually wear white. They're what pairs good with white? I was like gold and green. I took inspiration from like Greek elements.
Ooh.
I was looking at Greek gods, how they wore their clothes, very flowy. Oh,
don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. It's okay.
All right. I won't worry about it. But yeah, so like I looked at how the Greek gods have like really nice flowing white clothing, and I was like, all right, I want to take that look, add some jewelry to it, and kind of create a character out of that. And then I went to my my model artist with the idea, and she cooked. She did an amazing job. Do you mind if I give them a shout out?
Sure. Are they a streamer?
I don't think so. They're just a really talented artist on Fiverr.
Sure.
But yes.
Just put it in chat, and I'll pay.
Yeah. So it's Kumi Arts on Fiverr. So they did both the model. They did all the art for the model and the rigging for a pretty good price, and it was really nice. It really lowered the barrier of entry to get into like VTubing and streaming, because like I didn't spend a lot on my model, and it was a really nice experience. Very cool person, very professional. I enjoyed working with them a lot. But yeah, they absolutely cooked. They came up with like I gave them the general idea, and then we worked like I want to say 2 weeks on the design, and then we went through, worked out the colors, what we were gonna do on like the chest piece. I wanted to have a lot of diamonds because I was like, I really like diamonds, so I was like, we'll just incorporate it all over the character. But yeah,
I mean,
um,
clearly it paid off. I mean, a lot of people, including myself, I'm like, oh, this is a really well designed and really intricate model.
mhm.
Also, question: is your collab cam thing maybe muted?
Doesn't look. No. It says it's outputting audio because I see the little microphone bouncing up and down.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
All right. I was just making sure because I was thinking about it the entire time we're talking. I'm listening and I'm also trying to troubleshoot this. But yeah, like that's something. In my experience, since I have my 2D model that was commissioned, it was always a little more difficult to try and. Well, not as difficult actually, but it was just no go. That was the second collab cam I tried to bring up to be like, oh, maybe if I no, okay.
Bring it in, like take away the visual, and then try to bring the audio. Yeah.
It's just being funky. Well, we get 2 Albies now. There we go.
Alrighty.
It's you and your twin brother.
I've duplicated. It's me and my twin.
Hello, everybody. It is I, Albie. Oh, we are Albie. Wait.
We are Albie.
I'm curious. Could I
That's
do
creepy. That's
oh,
really funny.
Oh no.
Oh no, we got 3. It's like a hydra.
It's like a hydra. Oh,
you cut one video feed and 2 more pop up.
Oh my gosh! Thank you so much for the follow, buddy. I appreciate it. This is getting out of hand. There's 2 of them.
Bunny Junior. Thank you for the follow.
Heck yeah.
Hello there.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Welcome. Have a Dr. Pepper. Sit down, relax in here. Thank you for that avocado you just threw. It's an avocado. Thanks. But yeah, how long did...
Oh man, I miss Vines.
Vine was
but,
so...
sorry to interrupt you.
No.
What were you gonna ask?
I interrupted you first with 2 other duplicates of yourself. My gosh. They're getting used to the point system.
Went all in and... Wait. Ooh, that's interesting.
What is?
So you have a points and a roulette system.
I do.
Interesting. I use a lot of mix it up, so I haven't set up anything this intricate yet.
It's a lot of fun. Now, how long did it take you to... you always lose it all. How long did it take you to commission this model?
I'd say about like 2 or 3 months. From like, I would say 3 months after contacting the artist and then, getting the model back. Because let's see. I got it back in June. In June, I started talking with the artist, and then I started streaming in September. It's like right after I had the model, I was like, okay, I'm ready. Let's do it.
Yo, it's Chiro. Let's go. Chiro's super cool.
Hello, Chiro. Hello.
I want to say my model took about a month, and from that, like, I went through several revisions, like my 2D model, which I haven't shown on stream yet, which I'm just looking for a good time to do that. I've just been super busy. I'm like, I want to make it a special stream when I actually do that. And then I still have...
That's what I did for so this is my 1.1 model. So I did go back to the drawing board after a few months of streaming, and I was like, oh, there's a bunch of like little tweaks I want to make to Albie. So this is the redesign, I guess. I called it a 1.1 because it wasn't really like a 2.0. Nothing changed drastically. It was just fixing up the ears, adding a new costume, and some new expressions. I was gonna say emotes, but they're expressions for the model.
Now I want to ask you this in terms because of your experience or your opinion with this. Have you found that sometimes the mouth isn't as animated as it probably could be?
Oh, for sure. I'm still playing around with like mouth tracking. So I recently upgraded because my birthday recently passed, and I was like, all right, let me get myself some streamer gear for my birthday, and I bought myself an iPhone, and oh my god, the
Yeah.
difference is like night and day. The mouth tracking gets so much better, but there's a whole bunch of new little things I need to tweak with now to get it working just right.
It's funny that you say that, because it's the routes you could go are you get a webcam and use a webcam,
Mhm.
but webcams aren't as well designed for that. Which at this point, a lot of people just choose to get like an old like iPhone 10 because they haven't
Mhm,
as
mhm.
much changed the AR kit on the iPhone because there hasn't really been a reason to.
One second. I'm so sorry, but so it's IR because it's an infrared
Oh,
camera.
is it? I thought they called it their AR kit for whatever reason.
It could be, but AR is usually augmented reality, so that's like Pokemon Go. When you're like catching something outside, you can use the video feed from your camera and be like, ah, okay, now there's a Pikachu here, and I'm gonna go chuck balls at its face. But yeah, IR is infrared, so like I really love. I'm a huge tech nerd, so
Mm-hmm.
but yeah, so that's why I tried to go for like a cheaper iPhone. So like instead of balling out going for like a 14 or 15, I was like, I'll just get an 11. The
I used to have
infrared
the
camera
11.
hasn't changed too much.
Yep, the iPhone calls it their AR kit.
Oh, that's so interesting. So the AR stands for augmented, or is it
Mm-hmm.
something else?
So let's see, and
Oh, that's
this
sick.
is from Apple's developer website. This sample app presents a simple interface allowing you to choose between 5 augmented reality AR visualizations on devices with true depth front-facing camera.
Oh, okay, okay.
So, and I wonder if that's because it superimposes it on your face.
hmm I remember seeing like really interesting like you can make your face look like emojis, so like you could look
Yeah.
like a giraffe. I
Yeah.
remember that was a really funny one to see.
They dub it the Animoji.
Okay, okay.
And like I've
I mean
been
that's way better than dubbing it, furry.
ah, yes. I remember when Steve Jobs unveiled the iPhone, he said, "Are you ready, all you people? Get ready to become furries." I mean,
Get ready.
this is the future. Slaps the table. This is the future. You can be a furry.
The future is now.
The future is now, old man. I think that was well after Steve Jobs had died. But I mean, no, that'd be Tim Cook now, I guess. Yeah. So just Tim Cook just bringing it to the board of directors saying, "How can we make iPhone better?" The one guy in the back, furries.
A whole untapped market.
I mean, honestly, if you look at how its role it's played for VTubers, it's one of those things where the iPhone has really taken over as a very good face tracking tool.
Oh yeah, for sure. It kind of surprises me that nobody else has. So there's a need. We have a market. We have people who
Mhm.
stream, who do VTubing, and they would really like to just buy an infrared like camera setup instead of having to buy an iPhone. And I'm wondering why nobody's really kind of done that yet.
The guy in the back is screaming, "Promote VTubers." Tim Cook in the drawing board. How do we sell more iPhones? VTubers.
No, but like really, because that can be a whole little market in itself. It is a little niche at the moment, but
Mm-hmm.
so like personally, I think in the next decade or so, we're going to see more people using virtual avatars. We already do it for video games. We have profiles. We like look at Fortnite. Fortnite, you can play as so many different characters that after a while, what's the difference of just like making your own character and then playing as them in Fortnite, and then how far away of like in a Venn diagram, that's pretty close to a VTuber.
That's that's a pretty
But yeah,
solid way about putting it. Fortnite, you say? On a side note,
Albie in Fortnite.
on a side note, apparently I think it was back in 2019 or 2017 or something like that. Lady Gaga made a tweet that just said Fortnite, but it was spelled Fortnight. It just said Fortnite, and that was it. And she quote retweeted that recently, and it just says Fortnite with the correct spelling and a period. and that
Nice,
because
nice.
it was quote retweeted with her poster of her performing in, and so it's like
Fortnite.
everybody's. Fortnite. My eyes just wide when Fortnite was mentioned because I'm editing a Fortnite TikTok. Oh dang, that's really funny.
Nice, nice.
And so I just find it really funny because everybody's just like, they're like, that is so funny that she has come full circle, or just that she's like, what the heck is Fortnite? And then making that quote retweet, just correcting herself, is the funniest thing you can possibly do. Oh my
Yeah,
goodness.
yeah. I wonder when they'll have her in Fortnite because I know they've already had a few other artists as well.
Well, the thing is, she is in Fortnite now.
Oh, nice, nice.
So I mean, ever since that, it's so interesting to talk about that because like, uh, Epic Games is just becoming the new Disney, the new version of Disney with video games because they're swallowing up all these studios and IPs and all that to add to their thing. But even then, if I remember Valve Fortnite skin when, if you
I
ever
know, right?
if you ever find I don't know, I can't think of a Fortnite skin equivalent of being a bottom. I don't know.
Uh,
Whoever Disney,
that's a tough one. I'm gonna have to think of a few. I'm gonna have to think of some skins.
I was just about to say Disney did buy stake in Epic Games.
Oh wow.
But then again,
I mean,
if Disney has the money, they might as well.
no, because like Fortnite is popping off. It's really, really interesting to watch how it's evolved from like its initial concept into what it is now. And I feel like that's a good place that's a good piece of evidence to support my hypothesis that like we're slowly moving towards having like you know how we represent ourselves in real life and how we do online, and eventually we're all just going to be making our own characters anyway. So I'm ahead of the curve. I'm ready.
I'm sorry. I really like the idea that imagine we get to a point because if you like Lethal Company, for instance, and also I saw a post you made on Lethal Company recently on Twitter. I thought it was the funniest thing when you logged out and you just stayed there.
It was so funny because I was like I gave a salute before I signed off, and I was like, all right guys, have a great rest of the stream. And I left, and then I hopped into the group chat later, and they were like, oh my god, when you left, your body was just there saluting. And I was like, that's beautiful.
You had ascended the mortal realm.
I went back to my realm.
Oh my gosh. But it's a GPU is a secondary is the secondary slot, so performance isn't going to be as good, but at least it works. Let's go. Okay, so it is his motherboard. Sorry.
Oh, nice.
That's somebody who I know, and we were trying to troubleshoot his graphics card not working, and I guess his motherboard just the main slot on his motherboard is just jank.
Oh no, that's not good. It maybe it could be his CPU because I know that CPU can affect like PCIe lane usage.
I'm gonna nod my head and pretend I know what that means.
Alrighty. But I just recently did some computer upgrades for my birthday, and I got a second GPU. One to do all of my OBS encoding, because I need more GPU. I was trying to play Pal World, and I was like, I was stressing the hell out of my GPU and using up all my RAM, and I was like, this is not it. So
My man said this
one of my buddies recommended getting like a cheap Intel Arc GPU.
Yeah.
So it was like $120. When it's doing full encoding and doing all my streaming stuff, it's like at 33%. So if I can figure out a way to like also run VTube Studio off of it, like I can get even more back from my main graphics card.
See, I just hope in the future I can get a second graphics card. But the thing is, if I get a second graphics card, I need a better motherboard, I need a better GPU, I need a better power supply.
Oh, that's very true. That's very true. I was blessed to have a decent motherboard and good power supply.
Yeah, because this is the first PC I built, and I think it's pretty good for what I have in it. Let's say I have about 700 watts. I think.
Oh, nice. I have like 800, I think.
I think I have Ryzen. I think it's a Either Ryzen 5 or a Ryzen 7. Lost about 20 FPS, it seems, in games. My guy, you run it at like 160 hertz. It doesn't matter at that point. Some people will argue with me, and like, you know, they will be correct. It's just that, in my opinion, it just all seems the same. You know, there is a difference between 60 FPS and 120, but I feel like above 120, it's not as like noticeable.
You have to have a monitor that really allows you to have that refresh rate, and also a game that takes advantage of it. Like Lethal Company at 100 at like 240 frames per second isn't going to be much different than 60.
Yeah, monitor is 165. See, I called it.
Nice. So 165 FPS.
So the thing is that it's interesting you say that. Something like a software that a lot of people use, they don't realize what its main purpose for is DaVinci Resolve. Now, DaVinci Resolve is a very good free video editing software. However, that's not why people use it. Not because it's a video editor, but because of its color correction.
Oh, you're right.
And
I have messed around with DaVinci a little bit. One of my friends does a lot of editing for my videos, and I got them a pro license for DaVinci. So I've been seeing they've been cooking. DaVinci's a really cool app.
So it's thank you for that.
What's a Zarbon mode?
Oh, you want to hear what a Zarbon mode is?
Oh, I missed it. No, I'm
That's what that is.
Thank you.
I'm not gonna lie. So on the collab cam, like your model being on the collab cam, it was really funny because if you look at how my model is right now, you went. So your face was deadpan. It was just deadpan.
I was like listening. I was like just waiting for the noise to play on stream, and then there's double latency because I'm waiting for stream, and then I react, but the sound's been over for a while.
It's latency works like that. It's just anywho, back to the what was I saying? Oh yeah, DaVinci. So the thing is that it's funny that you talk about that with a monitor. What a lot of people don't realize is that when it comes to high-end color correction, you need a very good separate monitor that you plug in to a separate graphics card. Because most monitors, like if you want to do extremely professional color grading, like we're talking movie quality, like TV show movie quality, you need a special secondary monitor to plug into where only the output of the color correction is going into that.
Oh, wow.
And it's super cool. I don't know quite how it works, but in terms of the hardware, but all I know is that it just has a better spectrum of pixel of pixel ratios and all that. Dang, Val, you looking extra smexy.
Extra smexy today.
I am smexy, yay.
Oh
Goodness, the Dr. Pepper's fighting me. Whew.
Nice. But yeah, no, thinking about it, like that takes a lot of hardware power to do, because you got to encode everything real time. So like, are people using it to play things in real time, or is it just to see how video looks?
So it's excuse me, so they're doing it in real time, but the thing is, it's one of those things where if you're not using it, you need to turn it off. You need to turn the monitor off.
For sure.
And so what you'll do is, unless you're like really fine tuning, because the spectrum is just, again, very broad. It's the difference between recording something at 44,000 kilohertz in that, so that you have a sample rate. And for those that don't know, a little audio nerdy stuff. When we think sample rate is essentially how much of the frequency spectrum can be picked up on a microphone or on a software. And so from that, there is a thing called the Nyquist-Shannon theorem, which states that anything that is recorded must be recorded at at least twice the sample rate in order to achieve what you want for better quality.
Hey, my boy Nyquist, I haven't heard him in forever.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, Nyquist rate and things like that are all stuff that I've studied and now have forgotten about because the class is over.
It do be like that, Val always looking smexy. No, you're looking smexy. Also, it's okay,
Aw.
Kilo. But yeah, and so that's what the Nyquist theorem is. Is just that if in order for a periodic signal or for a cycle of a wave, it must be sampled at more than twice the frequency. Meaning, if you look at a wave, like a sine wave, it'll go up and down, and then it'll go down and up, and that's one cycle. So in order to get the full spectrum, you need to go up, down, instead of just up and down.
And if you do it at the rate, you're only going to get the tops or the lows, right? Because you're only gonna sample once a cycle, but you want to get the high and the low, so you got to do it at least twice so you can get the peak and the trough. I think it's called.
That's it. The peak and the trough. And so with that, the higher up you go on a sample rate, the more of the spectrum you get. Now, human hearing can only hear between 20 hertz and 20,000 kilohertz. So all it really is, people say they can hear a difference. I call them out and say BS. All it will do is just, you'll hear a little better. It'll sound a little more clear. Like a little more crispy. I'll say that it sounds crispy. And so to kind of tie it into the audio, as you know, with the video and the audio, it's the higher you go, the more of that spectrum you're able to capture, but also the more space it requires. Because it's the difference.
More data points.
It's the difference between taking a photo with a blurry lens versus a crystal clear lens. So you're able to get more, you know, in a like a Polaroid. You're able to get more in that Polaroid. So it's a super fascinating thing. You know, and I don't like to bore people with it.
Look at us engineers talking about engineer things.
I the audio guy, and Albie the everything else guy.
Yep.
No, but you know, it's interesting that you talk about that. Do you do a lot of content outside of streaming? Like, you post your own videos and all that?
Yes. So right now, the content plan has been just like take highlights from like streams that I really enjoy, turn them into videos so that I can immortalize them, kind of, you know, put them on my YouTube channel, and then they're always there. You know, after 60 days, the VOD may be gone, but you know, the video, the editing, and the memories are all still there.
Hey, Lunar, that's
Lunar.
cool.
Kumi is fucking amazing. I cannot say more nice things about Kumi. And the great thing about them is they will do the sketch for free. So like, if you know, they'll show you what it looks like, and then once the sketch is done, then you move on to payment, and then, you know, going into making the model, then they rig it, and then it gets sent to you. But I thought that was a really good way of doing business, because you're like, all right, you know, not everybody has the full picture immediately, and being able to talk with them, have a conversation, and then see the sketch, like it's a really fun process. Seeing Albie's first sketch, I was so excited.
Oh, that is some cool. Hey, it's a familiar guy. I like it. That's pretty neat. Yeah, getting VTuber, making a model these days can sometimes be very risky. And there's been a lot of debate recently as to the what is the right way and the right path to do it. Because like there's so many things that can go wrong. There's also so many things that can go right. And
choosing the correct artist and the correct art style are two things that I think is very important for like a model. You want to have you want to have a pretty concrete plan of like, all right, I have a general idea of the colors I want to use, how I want it to look, and the art style, and you want that to kind of be representative of yourself. Because if you know, you want to make sure that the model looks as good as you imagined it in your head, and that you feel comfortable representing yourself as it. And that all starts with a really good artist and a good rigger, which I'm doing a lot of research, because I want to do a 2.0 model, and I'm very I want to work with Kumi again, but one thing I want to do is really look around for an art style that I like, and then, you know, talking to them to see if they can replicate it, and if not, then, you know, there's other artists. So it's a long process. It's a labor of love.
Let's say that's a very good
Doing
way
all
to
the
describe it.
research.
It's a labor of love, but also it's a labor of business. So people are not doing it out of the kindness of their hearts; they're doing it to make a living. So, and that's
That's why it's so expensive, because there's a lot of really talented people making models, and it's costly. It is very costly.
It is, and that's not to say that you have to spend thousands of dollars on a good model. I mean, you could spend $100 on a good model. Heck, I spend not like barely anything as much as you think people will think I did on my small little guy, like small little Val guy. Do you know what I'm talking about? Like, have you seen it all?
I'm unsure.
All right, so let me bust this out. Skibbity scoobity. Let me get that picture.
That didn't rhyme though.
It did not rhyme. For good reason. Oh, let's see. So there's that. There's that. There's that. Where is he? There's the little guy. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, put the little guy on screen. Throw him up.
We should get a little guy. It's a little guy. He's a little guy.
Oh, there he is. Yes, yeah, okay. I have seen this before. I love the crooked glasses.
The crooked glasses are friggin' fantastic. Hold on. There we
Very
go.
cute, very cute.
So, like, I love him to death. And honestly, when I'm not doing the VOD, I'm just using this little guy.
Very cute.
And the thing is, the glasses and that Dr. Pepper right there, it's a toggle too. So,
oh, nice. So one thing that I really wanted after I got my 1.0 model was to add more toggles. So not only did I want to change a few features of Albie from like 1.0 to 1.1, so like one of the big things was the ears. I had like, people didn't know what my ears were. They didn't know if they were horns or they were actual ears, and I was like, all right, this is a problem. So we need to go back to the drawing board on the ears and make them clearer. And then with that, I also did a few changes to the face, made it look less soft and more angular. Those were the two big changes. And then another big change was, hopefully I pressed the right button here. Let's see. Oh yeah, okay, there we go. I have two outfits, so I can change into something more casual or go back to my regular attire.
And do you think this is, with all these toggles, all these things in mind, how much do you think you'd want to change your model? Like, because I know a lot of people have a lot of things in mind. So what are your thoughts? Like, what do you want to ultimately do?
So I have been thinking about a 2.0 design. Because really, it's a rabbit hole. It's like once you start thinking of things to improve or things to change, you just kind of don't stop. It just keeps evolving, which is really nice, but really bad for lore because I haven't really sat down and ironed it out yet. And then I keep making changes. I'm like, well, all right, so maybe I should also sit down and write some more lore.
Yeah. But
yeah, I'm thinking to really get into that with like 2.0. So one thing I wanted to change is to add more like elven runes, elven I want to say culture, like elven culture, something that like when you look at the outfit, it reminds you more of like elves that you see in Tolkien's work or just in fantasy in general. That's one thing I've been trying to research more because I went more like I leaned heavy towards like Greek god and all that, and I was like, all right, let's I kind of didn't add enough elf. I felt like the ears are really nice. I love them. And I was like, I should really add like runes or things that are like emblematic of elven culture. So it just like looks cooler. And so like to have a more cohesive design.
Yeah.
That's something that I've been really trying to like iron out and think about. I'll probably keep outfit 2, but I'm going to definitely redesign outfit 1.
Honestly, I really look forward to it because when you see a lot of mythical characters or like creations like that, there's so much variety that you can do, and I feel like you can never go wrong with going like whether you want to do like traditional Tolkien style like elven things, or maybe you want to go with a little more contemporary stuff, a little more modern fantasy. I feel like there's so much variety you can do with it.
And I feel like there's so much that you can look at. Like I really should have done more research onto elves. Like I've played Skyrim, played D&D, you know, Baldur's Gate. So I had like a really I feel like I could have had a deeper understanding, and that would have changed my model a little bit. So that's kind of the direction I'm going for 2.0. But oh my god, there's so much. And I'm really excited. I'm really excited to do more research, to think of ideas. I play those as well.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I'm sorry. I just when I swapped to this little guy, he just looks so funny behind the desk.
He does. He's just chilling. He's just a little guy.
My favorite part is he can go. Just a little.
The eyes squinting. Yeah.
Yeah, just the eyes that blink at different intervals is the funniest thing.
It is very cute, very funny.
Wait, is this flipped? Is this?
Ooh, okay. Apophis has a question.
Do you feel like?
Do you feel like?
Yeah, no.
I'll let you read the question.
Do you feel like lore is something that is required for VTubing?
No. Definitely, it doesn't need to be. So like, I feel like there are no real hard requirements for VTubing, other than like, I don't know, maybe not. I guess the only one is like, yeah, having a model. It'd be kind of hard to market yourself as a VTuber if you're showing off like your real face. That might be the only, that might be the line in the sand. But like when it came to me, lore was like the last thing I thought about. I really thought about like aesthetics, what I wanted to do, what kind of creator I wanted to be, and again, I just thought of the username first and all of the lore second.
Hey.
But yeah, you definitely don't need it, and it's something that can, like with that evolution process I was talking about earlier, how you change your design over time. Lore can also be really flexible. At first I kind of like stressed myself out about like figuring out lore, but really it doesn't need to be like that. It can just be chill. Yeah, you don't need lore, but it is nice. It does give your community something to like,
it's,
you know, create headcanons and like have a more cohesive story behind your model.
Well, it's like flavor text in a trading card game. It's there ultimately to help, but you don't play the game based on the flavor text. You just play the game because you play the card because this is a card.
Because it's either really good or it's one of your favorites.
Or the card is really bad, but you just like it anyway because the art just looks funny.
Yeah, one of my favorite vanilla flavor texts is, I remember it came out like I think before Pendulums. It was definitely during like Arc 5 era. It was like, it was like, check out this card, and I was like, that's the funniest flavor text I've ever seen.
Oh yeah. Also, don't worry, Lunar. We'll get to that redeem really soon. Yeah, it just reminds me of yeah, it's Pendulum. For those that don't know what we're talking about Yu-Gi-Oh. It's called Ghost Beef, and it's a pendulum. It's a pendulum monster, and it shows like a cooked Christmas turkey. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That Ghost Beef is it's a cow that is like a ghost. And I'm thinking of what is it? I can't remember, but its flavor text was it was like a turkey. There was a cooked turkey. Hold on, Yu-Gi-Oh card.
I'm also looking up. I'm trying to find the vanilla I was talking about. I don't remember if it was Noble Knight or like.
It was called Wild Turkey, and its flavor text was, "The taste of victory will bowl you over."
That's really funny.
And then Ghost Beef was the flavor text for that is the ghost of Christmas dinner.
That's really funny.
So yeah.
Oh,
well,
okay. So I did find it. So it was a Mekhanite Avram, and
just regular Mekhanite Avram.
Yes, it just says check this out, and that's it. I'm pretty sure in Japanese he has like a really kind of lore important flavor text, but then when they were like, that's too much work.
Well, yeah, the Mech Knights have really cool lore to them of this battle of conquest. His mic is messy up for me. I am sorry, Cotton. Like I said, that's why I wanted to use the collab cam audio for that, but it just wasn't working. Maybe I can do well.
Oh, all right. Well, I mean, worst case scenario, you could just use Discord, right? Because
No,
like
that
I'm
is
using the same microphone.
that is what I'm using is Discord.
Oh wow.
All right, so I'm gonna do a thing. You ready?
Uh-huh.
Goodbye, collab cam. Wait, no.
Goodbye.
Actually, I'm gonna.
Oh, I'm gone.
Well, now you're back.
I was Thanos. Oh, now I'm back.
We're just gonna do that. I'm gonna disconnect you.
All right. He sounds fine now. That's good. I'm very happy.
Throw that back. Wait, no.
Wait, what are we throwing back?
Damn it. I didn't mean it. I'm sorry.
Oh my goodness. I love little moments of that where it comes in roughly in 30 to second bursts. No warning. Just me out of nowhere talking.
Let's see. Collab cam 1. I should at least be able to have that as this. So, okay. Hey guys, we're professional. Welcome to the show.
We're Scuff is all part of the process.
I mean, just look at my little guy.
Yeah. But yeah, I completely forgot what I was talking about.
I could be completely honest, so did I.
Yeah. So.
Oh, lore. Just lore is not a requirement. It's something that can help.
Oh yeah.
It's something that can help. It's something that can be very nice, but it's not a necessary thing. Also, once we get you back in, we'll need to do that ara. That way, Lunar can go to bed happy.
Yes. Don't worry, Lunar. We got you. I'm super eepy. Don't worry.
Hey.
Cottonelle.
Nova, you have an EP emote. Use the EP emote.
Oh, I need to make an EP emote. It's 3 a.m. Oh my goodness.
Well, allow us to do this ara so you can get to bed. We've waited long enough. You got the EP. Which, guys, if you didn't know, so I'm head to bed. Just want to stop by and say hi. Well, thank you, Cotton. I appreciate that.
Thank you, Cotton.
We have the show tomorrow at 2 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, so join us then if you can. It's a lot of
Oh yeah, I was gonna ask, am I just gonna be a disembodied voice for a while? Because on stream I'm just like a little...
Until you log it in there. In the meantime, I can do this.
Oh, I see. I didn't see the whole thing that said I was kicked from stream. All right.
Oh yeah.
Back. Okay. I need another...
I can always just do this for now.
Ooh, you sent me a code, I think.
I did. I can just do this for now.
Oh, I'm not seeing. Just a still frame. All right, it's loading at the moment. Come on, load faster. Come on, slabs.
Okay, good night.
Good night. Oh yeah, it's just sitting here saying loading. Let me try refreshing.
Oh wait, hold on. Oh yeah, this is loading. But anywho.
What the heck? Alrighty.
We just have this. So whenever you talk.
I'm just like a talking billboard. Not billboard. A talking cardboard cutout.
That's exactly it. Oh my gosh.
Wait, so does it move when I talk, or is that you moving it while I talk?
Wouldn't you like to know?
It kind of reminds me of like South Park.
That's exactly what I was thinking of. Is it not wanting to load? Is it not wanting to work?
Yeah, no, it's just saying, okay, one last thing I can try. Let me turn off my stream not found. Connect. Try again. No,
All right.
it could have been my ad blocker. I just turned it off because I was like, oh, maybe that's it. Usually when I have issues with Chrome, it's always that.
Stream not found.
But yeah.
Oh, wait.
Really, like, I don't think lore is a big requirement. It's just having a cohesive idea behind your character is more important. Like, you want to have a really strong 3 words to describe your character, and then you roll off that. So, like, for me, it was
There you are. That's the new code. That's the newest
you know,
code.
Elf God Innovation, and I was like, all right.
Elf God Innovation.
Mm-hmm.
It's the Home Depot. It's the Home Depot of VTubers. Like Val is small bottom bat. Okay.
Small bottom bat. That's so funny.
Still breaks. KW.
Oh man, Streamlabs doesn't want to work.
When does it not? I'm going to.
It was actually giving me trouble a few days ago. I have it connected to my Mix It Up, and for like the life of me, I couldn't. It disconnected, and I fought with it for an hour, and it wouldn't reconnect.
You're a little bottom
Frickin'
shark, man.
slabs.
That's what you are.
little bottom shark.
Little bottom shark.
Yep, that's 3 words. Little bottom shark. But yeah.
Let's see. If I hit.
Yeah, no, it's still. Oh wait, I'm in.
Oh.
Oh, wait a second. Okay, not virtual camera, VTube Studio Cam. All right.
Okay.
Join.
Okay.
I think it's fixing itself. All right, I'm back.
Oh. Okay, that didn't fix the audio, but you're at least back.
Hey, nice. Oh, but I'm behind the cardboard box.
The cardboard box. I use normal OBS as Streamlabs, and I use normal OBS as Streamlabs and me are gonna fight. I'm sorry.
I felt that.
Oh, that's so annoying. That is so annoying. Well, stay classy, Streamlabs. Well, anywho.
Yeah, for real.
We have an RR redeem we gotta do so Lunar can go to bed.
Oh, that's true. Let me get a sip of water.
Let me get a sip of Dr. Pepper.
I love water so much. It's my favorite adult beverage.
There we go. Alright, I suppose I'll go for... Little pig boy comes from the dirt. Still the least bottom person I know. Yes, thank you. I'm the least bottom person you know. I know that wasn't intended what you meant, but I will steal it. Anywho. Ha-da-da.
Oh, okay. Ara. We went 2 different directions with it.
Let's workshop that a little bit. All right. So when you do that, try and make it a little more connected, a little smoother.
A little smoother between the first and the second ara.
Yeah, because when I do it, that's I go like in one breath of ha da da. And so it's if you're looking in terms of like sheet music, I kind of slur those notes together. So try it like that.
Ara.
That's so much better. But the first one was good. Nice. And so if you just keep them together, clipped and saved for my own
use. Oh no.
Lunar, no. Bad.
Oh
you
no.
slur. If Val said it, guys, you heard it. Yep.
You slur.
That's me. I'm taking my glasses off for this one. Yeah. I have been told that when I take the glasses off, I look very gender. That's all I'll say.
Okay.
It just means I look very gender neutral. But it's just become...
Oh, okay.
It's just become a meme now at this point for
Actually,
me.
so talking about gender neutral, one idea that I thought of when I was creating Albie, I was like, all right, in my personal opinion, I feel like deities and gods should be really androgynous, because I'm trying to like pull my thought process behind it, but it just feels right. So I really tried to go with an androgynous look for Albie, and you can see it a lot in like 1.0. Like I had a lot of really soft facial features. People thought I was a girl all the time, and I was like, I'll take the compliment. You can call me beautiful anytime.
You can call me whatever you want, just don't call me late for dinner. That's what I
Yeah.
that's what I would say. Oh my goodness. Well, it's interesting, you know, just concepts like that come together and just like, I thought this would also be pretty fun and relatable for some people too, because I see one that's pretty like non-binary, pretty gender neutral, and it's like, oh yeah, there you go. It's whoever, it can relate to whoever it wants it to be, so it doesn't have to be specific, you know.
I like it a lot too. And then I've also thought about, I was like, all right, well then, you know, if I'm androgynous, why don't I also have like, you know, body transforming, like, so I can switch between models, one that looks more female, one that looks more male. And I was like, we'll get there eventually. We'll slap tits on Albie eventually. And then we got to 1.1, and I was like, all right, this is good for now. Have a little bit of tummy, a little bit of booba.
Here's the clip, Val, where I don't see the clip.
Oh, never mind.
There it is.
Oh, there it is.
So what you're saying is in the future we could theoretically see you go between Hulk Hogan to something like I can't think of conventionally.
I don't know.
Conventionally beautifully and attractive women.
Oh my god. Who's the lady from like Who Framed Roger Rabbit?
I have no idea.
Oh,
Dolly
I
Parton?
can't remember her name. She's a redhead.
I don't think I've ever seen a picture of young Dolly Parton.
Dolly Parton.
I've only seen her. Yeah, I guess that would work. I've only seen Dolly Parton in
Jessica Rabbit, yes.
Well, yeah, Jessica Rabbit. I know that. I just don't know the actress's name. Oh yeah. I'd look up young Dolly Parton, and the thing is, it just says questions. Age of young Dolly Parton. What does that mean? I know my fictional
women. I'm proud of you, Apophis. Thank you.
That's why
If I ever have a question about fictional women, I go to Apophis.
Oh my goodness. So, I think we should move to our next section of this, and that is, I see you've been collabing a little bit recently, quite a little bit, and I've been seeing you with bigger and bigger sizes that you've been collabing with people. Like how's that going?
It's going pretty well. I enjoy collabing a lot more than I thought I would.
Hey Bubbles.
Ooh, bonjour. Hello. Je m'appelle Albie.
Et toi. Et tu.
That's all the French I know. My apologies. But yeah, when it comes to collabing, so my Oshi is my okay. Let me backtrack here. So when it comes to collabing, I think I'm pretty social when it comes to other like VTubers, other streamers. I tend to like click with people really well, and it just leads to genuine conversation and like funny moments and things like that. I enjoyed that a lot. The reason I got into VTubing was because my sister is also a VTuber. I'll have to talk to her about coming on the show.
Ooh,
but
that'd be fun.
Like the whole I guess like the spark that started this whole thing was like, oh, I really want to stream with my sister. I want to play games with her and like just you know, stream together. That was something I really wanted to do. And so I call her my Oshi because like she's the whole reason I got into this.
That's adorable.
In the first place. But yeah, so like from the beginning, I always knew that I wanted to do collabs. It was just kind of getting over the social anxiety, which I'd gotten a lot better at once I started streaming. Like, oh my god, it used to make me super anxious before I went on streams. Like I'd get butterflies, I'd get nervous, the pre-show jitters. But
yeah,
once I worked through that, collabs weren't that bad. But yeah, so So I think my first stream, it was either my first or my second, was a collab with my sister. We played Pokemon. Um, and then after that, I just tried to keep collabing with people. So my sister knew a lot of other VTubers. I started talking with them. We did collabs together, and I was posting a lot on Reddit, on the virtual YouTubers Reddit and the
Yup.
VTuber Reddit, and PNG tubers as well. I was trying to spread it as much as possible.
Yeah.
And I made friends with this person called Mew Mew Chi, and she got like a, I want to say it was like 16 person collab together, because like we started talking, we clicked. She's super chill, and then so she gathered all these VTubers that she met either through Reddit, through Twitter, and my first big collab was that one, and it was insane because there was so many people at once. It was really nerve-wracking. It was kind of throwing myself into the deep end, but I floated, I survived, I swam, and it was a really good time. But something I wouldn't recommend everybody do, especially when they're first starting out or like they're really new to collabs, because like it gets very overstimulating very quickly if you don't vibe with the people, or like if people are being too loud, it can get real crazy.
Well, I completely makes sense. When I first started, I always thought to myself, how much do I want to collab? Is a collab like a special thing? Is this something I only do like, once a month, once every couple weeks? And I didn't know what to do. And it's one of those things where I'm like, oh, I think it'd be super fun to keep collabing with people. And then I talked about it on a stream recently where I'm like, you know what? Collabing is something that I like, it's fun, but I honestly thrive best when I do solo streams. And I much prefer to do solo streams. That's not to say I don't like collabing. It's just when I have the chance and the ability, I really enjoy a good solo stream because it allows me to sit down and connect with my audience in a way I don't have to worry about splitting my attention between two places.
And then also, so like Lethal Company is really tough sometimes to collab. So it's a good example because I had 2 collabs this week. I had a collab on, oh my god, wait, today is Friday. I was gonna say Saturday, and I'm like, that's tomorrow. Yeah, I had a collab on Wednesday with some friends that I'd made in the VTuber community. So like I knew like 4 of them, and there was, I think, 4 new people. So when you're doing collabs, you definitely want to have a good ratio of people and people you have talked to versus people you haven't, because chemistry is really, really important for a collab. Because if not, everything kind of falls apart. Everybody feels awkward. Everybody's getting social anxiety, and then your social battery just drains so quickly trying to handle the collabing, whatever situation is happening there, and chat. But so I collabed on Wednesday. It went really good. We were playing Lethal. It was just, I think, 7 of us max, and then we all kind of
just
like
7.
Well, I mean, compared to what I'll tell you, what happened yesterday, wasn't that bad because I knew half the people. A few people dropped out, and I think we ended. I think we started with 7, and it went down to like 5. So it was really manageable because I knew everybody. I knew all the dynamics. It was really easy to make jokes and to team up and just have fun. We were all having a good time. But a few people did leave because they felt really anxious. It was like a lot happening all at once, and it feels bad because when you want to do a collab, especially with a bunch of your friends, you want things to go well, but sometimes it's just too much for people, and that's what I experienced yesterday. So Wednesday collab went great, had a great time, met new people, made new VTuber friends, really happy, and I was ready to go into Thursday doing the same thing. And I was like, all right, it's going to be 11 new people. I'm really excited. This has gone well before. So I said, fuck it, throw myself into the deep end. I swam before, so I don't see why I can't swim now.
Yeah.
I get into the Discord call, and really the bread and I was gonna say bread and butter, but you should always talk with people on Discord before you do collabs with them. always. I always try to take an hour before stream to like do quote unquote like um audio setup and like game setup, but it's really just to talk to the other VTuber, get their vibe, figure out what kind of person they are, how we mesh, what jokes would work well, you know, what jokes they're comfortable with, things like that. And that was really hard to do with 11 people. And a lot of them like to talk loudly. They talked over themselves. And going into a collab, it was just way too much. Because like I tried my best. I stayed, you know, I tried to stay positive, but it was so crazy with so many people talking at once. The game audio, chat playing, you know, my alerts and stuff like that. And I want to be able to talk to chat, but also talk in game. It became like way too much to juggle because there was so many new people. I wasn't figuring out the dynamics that well. And I ended up just kind of like going off on my own. So the game would be quiet and I could
Yeah.
like think, I could talk to chat. I could, you know, do my own thing. And that's when I was like, I see where I went wrong here.
And it's interesting that you bring that up because I love playing Lethal Company. However, sometimes I want to sit there and I want to talk with my chat, and I find that as much as I love talking with my friends who I'm playing with, I also find that I need to turn them down so I can sit there and like really talk with chat. And so that sort of leads me into my next question is, what are your ideal circumstances that you try and get out of when it comes to collabs? Like during the actual collab process, when you're in it. I'm not saying like when you're planning the collab, like what do you hope is the best stuff to happen during it?
There's no planning. It's just people come together. They're like, hey, are you free on this date? I'm thinking about playing this game. And then you're like, all right, cool, I'll join. that pretty much, that's most of the collabing process for me. And I need to get better at it. Scheduling is a big issue that I have. Because some weeks I will schedule 3 collabs back to back and not realize until like the Sunday before. And I'm like, oh, whoops, I guess this is a collab week. That kind of happened with this week, and I was like, all right, so then this week will just be for collabs, you know, playing games with other VTubers, with their communities, having a good time, and then I'll rest during the weekend. So that's my plan for tomorrow and the day after. Just rest, do a bunch of planning, and get ready for the next 2 weeks. But so back to the question.
Yeah.
During the collabing like itself, I think it's really important to talk with your co-host, your collabers. If their microphones are too loud, you definitely want to lower it, because it's kind of a team effort. Everybody needs to sound good on everybody else's stream, because then their viewers are going to get annoyed. They're not going to like audio quality, and then it's just it gets messy. But also for yourself as well, because you're listening to the game, you're listening to everybody, so you want to make sure that not only does it sound good to your ears, it sounds good on your stream, and it isn't like overwhelming. I like games that allow you to mute yourself in game. That's like perfect. There's a Lethal Company mod that allows you to just like press, I think, M on the keyboard, and boom, you're muted in game. So you can talk to your chat all you like and not really bother anybody. And then you can.
Mod.
I know, it would have been so useful. But yeah, I've played with it once. Very cool mod. I really enjoyed it, and it has like a little icon to tell you when you're muted and when you're not. So like, you don't forget, but people still forget.
Hey, welcome, J-Droid. That's a thing.
Hey, J-Droid.
Is that sometimes it can be a little hard to remember for push to talk because you're just in the. Imagine you're getting chased and you're not gonna think to hit. You know, your push to talk sometimes. So I think
then you can miss out on like some funny moments, because then people won't be able to hear you screaming for help as you're getting mauled by a thumper or something.
A thumper, a bracken, freaking hate coil heads.
Yeah, I've played around with like push to mute, which is all right, because again, as long as you're sounding good on everybody else's streams and they're sounding good on yours, it's not too bad. But I don't know. I really like the mute button. Also, I've done like Minecraft collabs where it's super useful, because it's like you don't have to be hot mic'd all the time. I just like a mute button better than push to talk, because I'm dumb and I'll forget to hold down the button.
Oh yeah, like speaking of that, like I remember one time I had just finished a collab, and I forgot I was still in the Discord
Mhm.
call with my buddies I was playing with, and it was at the time where I started experimenting with doing RRs for the first time, and I was in there, and I had their
Uh-huh.
volume turned because that's how we do it. That way we could still have the Fuji,
The Foogies,
the
yeah. So everybody's
Fuji's,
turned down to 0.
and so I forgot they were still in the call, and I was sitting there practicing doing ada 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 ada,
Mhm, mhm.
and I'm sitting there doing that by myself after the stream, and I get a message from one of them saying, "You know we can still hear you, right?" And so
I'm so glad they reached out.
I'm like, "Oh shoot!" I go back into Discord, and then I turn them all up. I'm like, "So you guys heard all that?" They're like, "Yeah, we heard all that." I'm like, "Oh, okay. Well, surprise." And it was an interesting experience, to say the
Mhm.
least. And now I don't care
I
who
I
hears.
bet. Yeah, after you've practiced a little while and you're confident in it, it's not as bad.
Oh yeah. So the
Whew,
next thing
excuse me.
the next thing I kind of want to ask
Mhm.
is, and this is a very interesting question in my opinion, because it's something I've seen pretty recently circling around the VTuber Twitter sphere, and that
Mhm.
is, what are your thoughts on the whole idea of, are we not friends after I collab with you?
Oh,
What do you
I've seen
so
that.
you know what I'm talking about? It's like, you
Uh-huh.
expected us to be friends after doing a collab? Kinda.
I remember I reposted that because I was like, I felt that.
So what are your thoughts on that?
It's it it's weird because it gets really parasocial.
Uh-huh.
Um, because it's not like this person's a chatter, but like you guys have streamed together. You know,
Hmm.
you've had jokes, you have clips together. So really, like you start bonding, you start wanting to build a friendship there. But I think the element people aren't seeing is that like full-time streamers or like really big VTubers, we just don't have the time. Um, it's crazy. I've had a few posts on Twitter kind of like blow up and get like decent engagement, and you know, trying to answer 50 comments, it takes a while. It takes a few hours of your time, and you don't want to just do like, you know, 1 or 2 word answers. You want to craft good responses. You know, you want to build engagement, and that's just like the tip of the iceberg for things that VTubers do. There's scheduling, there's making you know, PNGs, making pictures. Like there's so little free time that we get to ourselves that it's hard to make friendships. It's hard to keep friendships as well because it sucks up so much of your time. It's crazy because like I didn't understand until I had a post blow up on Twitter and I was at work answering comments at Twitter, and I was like, holy, like I should be working right now, not on Twitter. Like I'm having a great time answering comments on Twitter, but I'm like, oh man, like I'm running out of time to do everything. And that started like, that made me really understand um how professionals in this space have to carry themselves, because like without it like everything just starts to become too much, you know.
Yeah.
um so that's why I kind of enjoy collabing with smaller VTubers. It allows me to become genuine friends with them. But you know, if someone vibes with you, they'll keep collabing, and that'll kind of create a friendship. But it's really tough. It's so weird
And that's
because
and that's after several collabs instead of just one, like one collab you did with the individual.
yeah, I think another thing that would help as well is like what I said earlier, going into Discord calls, talking with them, engaging with them and their audience as well. Um, you know, trying to create a Venn diagram where both of your communities kind of mix together is
Hmm.
really good, because it's like, all right, so now, you know, I have this VTuber I watch, and then this is their friend, and I enjoy watching both, and maybe they don't stream at the same time, so now this viewer can like hop between VTubers that not only will usually collab together, but you know, if they stream
Yeah.
at different times, that's even better, because then you can just hop from one to the other depending on what's happening in your day.
No, that makes complete sense.
Things like that.
Now,
But yeah, no, but friendships, it's so tough. Like it sucks to say, and I want to be friends with every person that I meet, every VTuber I collab with, every, like, even people that just like comment on like Twitter and stuff. And I needed to kind of pull myself back because I was like, I can't. If I try to do this, it's gonna be spreading myself thin. Like I won't be able to. I can't be my authentic self to 100 people at the same time, but I can to 10, and then, you know, put my streaming time to be my authentic self and share it with my community.
yeah,
You know, it just becomes a lot.
it does become a lot, and I feel like it's because for me, I also responded to that same tweet, and in my mind, it was collabing is what you get out is only equal to what you put into it, so what you're seeking to get out of it. But it's very much a two-way street, because in my eyes at least, I think it's hard to form a friendship after one collab. Because like, for instance, I've collabed with one of my previous guests, Cynical Beanicle. I've collabed with her once, and she was on the show, and then I collabed on a Lethal Company like stream after that, and it was a lot of fun, don't get me wrong. Now, would I consider her a friend? Probably not yet, and that's okay. I would just I'd have to collab and hang out with her or anybody else multiple times. Now,
Yeah.
if I were to point to, say, my former co-host, the Phantom Fame, or the people who I collab with frequently, Ropecaster, Spider Marie, Vega Lire, you know, I collab with them every week. How dare
I hate
you?
that guy.
How dare you show up and disrespect my former co-host? That
Yeah,
man's
how
a
dare
national
you?
treasure.
Oh my god.
Glad he's dead.
He's dead.
He's a phantom, so he'd be dead regardless. But yeah, I was just like, I've collabed with them numerous times, where at this point, he didn't even mention me. We've never done a collab together. I don't care if you're, you know, well, I mean, you're one of my IRL best friends, but still. This guy.
No, but I felt that. Like, oh my god, it's. I really respect.
Oh,
people who
yeah!
stream full time. Those first streams in TF2 together. Oh, all right.
That was my second stream with him. I forgot we played TF2 together on stream. Oh, that's so embarrassing. I'm too young. I'm just drinking stupid juice, so pardon me. I'm sorry. Oh my gosh, please.
No worries, no worries.
And I co-hosted.
Co-hosted.
Okay, but I kind of deserve that.
Oh.
I kind of deserve that. So let me rephrase that. That was before you were like the Yu-Gi-Oh tournament. I'm just, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I'm so embarrassed because I completely forgot. Yeah.
No, but that happens. A lot of. How many streams have you done so far?
With him or just in general?
No, in general.
Let's see. A lot.
Alrighty.
So I started in September, and I've been doing 10.
Oh,
So
I see.
more than one, but less than infinity. Actually, this is my second stream. So the first one was yesterday. But no, I've been streaming probably 4 to 5 times a week since September.
Damn. Alrighty.
So, you know,
September of 2023, right?
Yeah, September 2023. That would be September 3rd. It was a Sunday.
September 3rd.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I started end of September because my YouTube account got banned. It was a rough day. I remember I was getting ready for my debut, and like a day or two before debut, YouTube's automated system like flagged my account and insta deleted it. And I was like, I had set up so much stuff. I had overlays ready. I had everything set up, and I was so upset. I was like, oh my god, it's all over before it even started. Luckily, I was able to get the account back. I tweeted at YouTube to try to get their attention that way. I was going through the appeal process, which sucks because like the code I got wasn't working, and I was like, "What are you talking about? This is the code you sent me. I sent you back exactly what you sent me. Please give me my channel back."
I sent you the code. Please show me the channel.
Yeah, please. And so eventually I got it back. I think I got it back like a day or two before I was gonna debut. And then I didn't know that YouTube. So if you try to go live on YouTube for the first time ever, it's like, wait there, buddy. You gotta wait 24 hours now before you can stream for the first time. And I did it the day before, and I was like, you're kidding me. So you're telling me I can't debut on the date that I've been advertising this whole time because there's a 24-hour period on YouTube? I was like, what if I like right before I go live, I'm like, oh, I'm gonna try to go live for the first time, and then YouTube's like, no, 24 hours.
No, 24 hours. You must.
That was ridiculous.
I mean, I can understand, but I disagree because they're just like, they want to play by their own rules and feel special. I feel like Tay offers a proper response of, what is that? Scumge. But yeah, it's a, it is a funky little time. So I guess the next thing and probably the last thing I want to ask is there any advice you'd give to people who are trying to set up collabs and want to do collabs, but they just don't know where to start or don't know how to go about it?
Alrighty. That's a good question to ask. I've kind of just been, throwing out things into the void and seeing what sticks. Like I meet a lot of the VTubers I collab with through Twitter, like just trying to find people who kind of match my vibe with how they treat their community, what they're posting, and things like that. And then just reaching out. I have a really bad habit of reaching out and asking people for collabs before I even have an idea of like what to do. So I definitely don't do that. Definitely sit down and be like, all right, I want to play this kind of game, or I have this kind of idea. And I'm just like, it doesn't hurt to ask. The worst the person can say is just like, no, thank you, or just no.
Yeah. Or they just don't respond.
People usually aren't that rude. I don't know about everybody, but
my DMs beg to no, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
So and I actually talked about that a little bit in the beginning of the show today. Is I have, every person I've asked has either said yes, they've either said yes, not responded, or they said no, but they'd like to be on in the future. And so thankfully I haven't had somebody just outright say, I have no interest, see you later. So, and who knows, that'll probably change in the future, but for now, it's just,
excuse me,
just shoot your shot and just see what it lands, see what happens.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, like, just having the confidence to ask usually will take you pretty far. But after that, you just gotta try to not fumble it. A good thing to do is to like at least engage with the VTuber that you want to collab with, engage with the community. Like, I don't know, like comment on their posts, like try to see if both of your guys' humor matches really well, like if you mesh really well, because then you can use that during the collab, and it'll make good content for both of you guys, because everybody's clipping streams. And what I like to do personally, especially with collab streams, is like write down moments that I was like, oh, this is really funny. And it's not just because of me, it's because of like everybody in the collab. Like maybe a joke happened, maybe somebody put a mask on and then just went loose on all of us and killed us all. It's like, that's a really funny moment, and I couldn't have done that only by myself, but it also wouldn't have been as funny if we all didn't mesh the way we do. So like, you want to make sure there's chemistry.
It's funny that you bring that up, because that's something I was thinking about too, that a lot of people these days are not thinking about, is when you want to collab with somebody, you need to make sure it's somebody who you think will mesh well and you won't want to get into an argument with. Like, and that's a very simple thing. Hopefully, it's simple, but it's just making sure that you mesh well with the individual is such an important thing.
Balls.
Also, just having like a genuine conversation.
Yeah, just
same Apophis. I felt that. Balls.
I felt that in my soul.
But yeah, just having it's really hard because something I've noticed is that it's really easy to get awestruck or like starstruck. Like if you try to reach out to somebody who has more followers than you are, either on Twitch or Twitter, like you put them on a pedestal in your mind. Like we all do it. We all compare numbers. We all, you know, it's hard not to be constantly comparing yourself to others, and it can change how you treat them. And that's something I noticed. Like there's a bunch of people that I talked to that, you know, when I was smaller, like I was like idolizing them, and I was like, this isn't a genuine conversation. This isn't a genuine relationship I'm trying to build. I'm just kind of thinking of them as someone who's more popular instead of trying to get to know them and see if we mesh, see if you know, if we work well together. And having genuine conversations is how you do that. You can't just be fake the whole time, because you know, then eventually, I don't know, then you're just there to kind of like leech off their clout.
I was gonna say,
and that's something I really don't want to do, because it's
the veneer, the facade will only get you so far, because people will realize that, you know, your intentions are not honest or not true. You know, like the people who I have on the show, you know, their followers do follow me. But I like to imagine that's because I don't pay attention much to that. You know, I don't think about it. It just happens, and I like to think that they just like the show and they come by and support the show.
Yeah, because then, you know, you get to see a bunch of different flavors of VTubers every once in a while. Exactly. It's really nice. It's a cool experience. Yeah, to be on the show, but also to watch it. It's nice.
Yeah, and I'm not very big. Like,
not yet.
Not you are a kind and optimistic individual.
I like to be. I don't like being negative. There's enough of that in the world.
Hey Manny, welcome back.
Hello, Manny.
And so, but it's one of those things. I'm just happy. I'm at a point where I feel like I can be comfortable about what I want to do and how I want to go about doing it. Because like, if I was getting to a point where I noticed that my average viewer count was peaking 20, 30, 40, I'm like, at that point, that's when I would take it more seriously of, okay, clearly there's growth happening and I want to be bigger, and maybe this can help. But thankfully, I feel like I'm at a point where I'm like, you know, if I have a stream that has 20 average viewers, I'm like, and then the next stream only has 5, I'm like, you know, that's fine.
It happens. You know, there's a lot of fluctuation here on Twitch.
And I feel like a lot of people get bogged down in those numbers, those details of just like, you know, you're not going to be hitting a home run every single stream you do. Same thing with Twitter as well. Something I noticed, you know, there's definitely a lot of formulaic things you can do on Twitter to try to like, you know, engagement bait, things like that. But like, not every tweet is going to be a home run, but every tweet should have some type of engagement from your community. Same with all your streams. Let's say those 5 viewers are like very dedicated. Those are the people you want to be catering to with your streams. They're always there every stream. They're supporting you. They're talking in chat. You know, it's a good relationship. Those are the ones that you should be worried about, instead of the other 15 that just come in every once in a while and then just leave. Oh yeah. And it's one of those things where if you are persistent and you want that growth, and you start to see that, and you get to a point where you see that growth take off, it's you want those 5 people who were there in the beginning to stand out and support you, because like those are the 5 people that are there and who have been there since the beginning. Like, for instance, I can name 5 of my viewers, I can name 10 of my viewers that I see on a regular basis and that I know pretty well at this point, where it's like, if I ever got...
We love you guys. You guys make this worth it. You guys make it fun.
Because, like, for instance, so far, a newcomer, Lunar Wolf, coming by almost every stream saying hello and then maybe leaving, but, you know, always saying hello. You know, Willow stopping by. I mean, I think maybe hopefully Willow's still here. You know, Amy Plays Things, a very good one. Soul Blackheart's been doing that a little more. We still have, of course, my mods, Apophis and Tathan. You know, I can keep going on where I'm at a point where I know who comes into my streams and I know how they act. I know what they'll say and how they'll go about saying things, and it's a good feeling.
You've built up your community. They are the backbone. They're the backbone of your community, because you know when they're there, they essentially create the vibe, and then if people vibe with it, they join your community, and now you have more people that hop in every stream.
Yeah. The only way I act is up. This guy's a comedian. He's a funny guy.
Very funny guy, very funny.
Yeah. Funny looking. Ha! Anyway.
Ah.
It's okay. I tease him and he teases me. Tathan, you are a comedy. Yep. Oh my goodness. But yeah, just know that those of you who are here often and who are here and support, we see you. Like,
we see you. We appreciate you, and
we stan you.
No, for real, because like those days where you have low viewership, but you have like your regulars that pop in, it feels real nice. Because then I remember streaming to like 2 people, and one of them is my phone watching my stream. You know, we all go through it as we first start streaming and trying to reach affiliate.
Mods, pin that comment. Pin that comment. Anyway, continue.
Oh man, I lost my train of thought. But
yeah, when you have
it's real nice. It's real nice to have those backbones of your community, so you know that you're not just like talking to the dead internet. I don't know, to the void.
The void tubers.
Because it can be really discouraging. That's something that, like, you know, not a lot of people get those 3 average viewers, and then they're still trying their best, but it gets really hard to talk to the void when there's nothing coming back, there's no response. So those people that pop in every once in a while just to get conversation going, to be like, hey, you know, Albie, how are you doing today? Here's what I did today, and then, you know, just gets genuine conversation going, and other people can pop in, and it's nice. It's nice. We appreciate and we see you guys.
Yes, we do.
I feel like every streamer has those, has like a list of people that they remember because they keep popping into streams.
Oh, wait, I do that for other people? Wait, are you talking about like I hop in other people's streams? Oh, most of my streams
you've
just
hopped into mine before.
Oh, yeah, I have. Like one of your Minecraft streams where you were with so many people. I was like, oh, that was a really fun watch.
Oh man, that's still so much fun. I've taken a slight break from Minecraft. We'll see if I get dragged back in this weekend and just play some more.
Most of my streams is just me talking to Val. As nice as so yeah. Like, and honestly, it's just like, and you've just been playing games I've just been enjoying listening to and watching, because like, oh my gosh, it's filling with so much nostalgia. Like, you playing through the Arkham games, I'm like, oh my gosh, I need to go back and replay those. Like, it's so much fun. So much fun. Very sorry I'm late, by the way. Love the model on Albie, if that's what you want to go by.
Yes, I am Albie. Thank you, Onamusha.
Musha is super cool. And Musha likes talking about her family's pancakes.
Oh, I made pancakes today.
You made pancakes today?
Yes, yeah. So we had a little event at my job. And we made like a big pancake breakfast for all of the employees. So I like to help out because it kills time.
Yeah, and you get paid to do it.
So I get paid to kill time and just to cook. So we made a bunch of pancakes. Really, what I was doing, I was cracking eggs for like 40 minutes because it was like, I think five dozen eggs. So I was cracking them all by hand. Then we were making scrambled eggs, pancakes with bacon, sausage, fruits, and coffee, and everybody enjoys it. Everybody's really happy, and it was really nice, and I like it.
Maybe one of these days I'll do like an onigiri style stream where I'll do cook food I'll cook pancakes on stream.
My sister's done that, and it's really fun. It's really cool.
Well, one of these days we'll have you on the VOD section, the cooking segment. Sound like a plan.
No, that would
Val body cam.
Yo, Val hand cam.
Val hand cam. The thing is, I got man hands. I'll eat the food. Yeah. Oh well, I thought one of these days I want to do a Warhammer.
Oh, like making a Warhammer figure.
Yeah. Thank you for the follow, Breaded Uwu. I love that name, by the way.
Breaded Uwu.
Hello, welcome. I'm gonna do that.
Welcome.
I'm gonna pass a Dr. Pepper your way. There you go. Have the Dr. Pepper. Welcome. Freaking love Breaded Uwu. That's such a cool name.
Very good name. Very good.
But yeah, thank you for that, Manny. Something I want to do is I want to do a hand cam stream where I build a Warframe minifig.
Nice. I love doing Lego hand cam streams.
Yeah.
Every time I buy a Lego set, I'm like, I'm gonna stream this. I'm so excited. I bought the last hand cam stream I did was a Lego piranha plant.
Oh heck yeah.
It was a lot of fun. And now that I have my separate like VTubing camera, now I can use my old webcam for just hand cam stuff. Excuse me.
Melon drink. Heck
Next
yeah.
Lego set I'm streaming. Yes, dude, it's so much fun. Putting some lo-fi, having people watch you, try to build.
It's
fun. A good time.
Yeah, and not to mention, especially for when it comes to the whatchamacallit, the Warhammer.
I have lots of good ideas.
Oh, freaking love Abbott. Abbott Internal.
Hello, Abbott. Hello.
One of our previous guests on the show, and a member of Project Astaria. I always love pointing out my former guests because they're super cool. Yes, throw the Dr. Pepper. I love watching people build Lego. I don't get the patience. I don't got the patience to do that myself.
I felt that.
One of these days I hope to get save some money and get a nice little Lego set. Because the only one that I've really cared about recently is the James Bond Aston Martin one of the DB5.
Ooh, that one's a cool one.
Of the DB5. It's like $20, and I could buy that if I wanted to, but I just haven't.
Yeah.
And so, because I freaking love James Bond and love the DB5, and so one of these days, got you. No, you don't need to.
Put it on the throne. Put it on the throne.
I'll get it. No, you need to save your money.
Let's go, Kugzo.
You need to fix your motherboard.
No, it's fine. We need to watch you build the car.
Build the car. Ugh, you guys just want a hand cam stream, don't you?
Oh, the black. Is it his own creation, or is it the Black Panther bust that you can buy? Because I know you can buy one. Crowdfunded on throne. Yeah, for real.
I only have one thing on my throne.
Nice.
It's the one you can buy. Oh, so yeah.
Okay, cool.
That.
It is super cool. From the same line of Legos, I have Thor's. I have Mjolnir. And it's like life-sized. I can pick it up. It's so nice.
Yeah, it's all those big ones, or like the one I'd really want is the bonsai tree.
Oh, I got that for my partner.
Oh.
She absolutely loved it, but she hates frogs, and the cherry blossom version is just like 105 pink frogs, and she was like, "This ruined it."
It do be like that sometimes. I have 2 Star Wars helmets, Star-Lord's helmet, and the Thanos gauntlet, and the bonsai tree.
Oh,
I was with you
nice.
when you picked up that bonsai tree.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah.
I just got the insect collection. Oh my god, it's so good. I don't remember if I built it on stream, but I definitely built it as soon as I could.
Let's see.
I love Legos. I could sit here talking about Legos all night.
So let's see, guys. I only have one item. I only have one item on my throne. This is my throne if you want to see what it is. And I put it there as a joke, and I believe it is a crowdfunded item.
What is this?
So,
Jamiroquai.
So just because it's the dumbest but funniest thing, and I don't expect anybody to help pay for this. Because the thing is, gonna make a throw at a life-size cut of Danny DeVito on it. So this is a figure of lead singer of the band Jamiroquai.
Are they the ones that did Virtual Insanity? Or
They are the ones.
yes. Oh my god. So the only reason I know this is because of JoJo's and how much he looks like Weather Report, especially with the big old hat.
Yep. Like, it's like I said, I put it on there as a joke. Okay? And I could have sworn I made that a community thing. I don't know how to change that. Dead guitar guy. Yeah. No, thankfully it's not. It's
I
not.
know he's dead.
Not this guy. That's JK. JK is the lead singer who sing, of the band, and he's a very cool dude. But yeah, I thought I made that a community thing. Wait. Oh wait, hold on. Enable crowdfunding.
Holding on.
There you go. Enable crowdfunding.
Nice. I think the only things on my throne is like if anybody wants to pitch in for emotes and also to get Mario Kart. I think Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, because I always wanted to do like a community game night, and I'm like, man, Mario Kart would go so hard.
Am I allowed to buy it for you? You can if you want. I'm not gonna say no. So the thing is, I just have a running gag on my channel about talking about anytime somebody brings up Jamiroquai and they say they love Jamiroquai. Well, typically they refer to JK because it's people think that JK is Jamiroquai. Jamiroquai is the name of the band. And so as soon as I saw that there was a Jamiroquai figure being released, I'm like, how funny would that be to throw that on my throne and see if people would contribute to it? Because it'd be the funniest thing.
You know, I didn't read. I thought it was a cosplay. I was looking at it. I was like, oh, okay. It's the hat. It's the vest, I guess. But no, yeah, Bandai Spirits figure arts.
Like, this is a straight up, this is an official licensed figure from Bandai Spirits.
Nice.
Anywho, yeah, like I said,
I thought it was cosplay. Yeah, I know, right? Like, it looks like like the figure's done really well because it just looks like a person wearing a costume, and so I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah. Oh goodness, that Dr. Pepper's coming back up for more. JK Jutsu Kaisen. Oh, I see. Oh my goodness.
Oh my god, JJK is also really good.
It is really good. Well, it's about time for us to wrap this up and get this going.
All right.
My goodness, the wonderful people in my server are posting pictures of their cats, and I love it. I'm here for it.
Oh, that's nice.
Freaking love cats. So, I'm gonna ask you 10 questions. Now, these 10 questions were created by, or rather revised by, famous writer, actor, director James Lipton, that he would often give his actor guests on his show Inside the Actor Studio. Now, there are no right or wrong answers. Just tell me what is on your mind and what's in your heart. So let's begin with the first question. What is your favorite word?
Final answer. I do say it a lot. So but I'm trying to think though. Man, but there's so many good words though. My favorite. I know. Supercalifragilisticexpialidoso. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious, but in Spanish. That's one of my favorite things to say.
Yeah.
One day my mother said it to me, and I was like, what spell did you just cast? What is that? And she was like, no. You know, Mary Poppins, we had it in Spanish, and you know, when she sang the song, it went supercalifragilísticoexpialidoso, and I was like, that's the craziest Spanish word I've ever heard in my life. I love it.
It's a good one. It's a very good one. Also, I like bullying Kugzo. There's a reason why. Don't worry, guys. The next question: what is your least favorite word?
I would have said moist, just because like it sounds weird, but I think
Yeah.
I've grown past that.
You've matured.
I've matured, yeah, and also I like moist critical, so like, you know, the word has better connotation now when I hear it.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see, what's another bad word? Trivago. Let me see. Least favorite word. That's a toughie. Oh, there's so many words to choose from, but I guess perfection.
Perfection.
Because it's something I can never attain, and I always bully myself not for attaining it, you know?
Apophis, I gifted you 2,000 fembucks when you weren't looking. If I can't pay you in real money for your art, I'm gonna pay you in fembucks.
In fembucks. Nice.
Clustered. That's an interesting word. What turns you on creatively, spiritually, or emotionally?
Oh, okay. I gotta get my mind out of the gutter. I thought that was gonna go somewhere else. Alrighty. Spiritually, artistically, I'd have to say passion and innovation. Like seeing someone, the whole reason I want to build a community of people who like to create things is because I love to see it. I love looking at artists post their art. I have friends who make background tracks, or they sing and then they release their recordings. I love seeing it, and nothing motivates me more than seeing my peers and my friends creating, you know, just creating passionately, creating things that they love, that, and you know, leaving their mark on the internet.
Yeah.
I love to see it, and that's the whole reason why I became a god of innovation. I want to see people innovate. I want to see people be passionate and create, and just create unapologetically, as long as it's nothing, you know, that's like hurtful to someone else. But you know, I love to see people create stuff, and that was the biggest reason behind, you know, not just being any god. I wanted to be one of innovation, one that helps bring new ideas, and then I can watch people take that idea and grow it however they want. I plant the seed, and then they grow the flower however it comes out.
I think that's very well put. What turns you off?
People being mean, I guess, like bullies.
Yeah. I knew you were gonna say that, Nova.
Rumbling.
I knew you were gonna say that. Rumbling.
Oh my god. Rumbling. Let's see, turnoffs. Like really negativity, and one thing that I've been noticing a lot is like comparison. It's something that I've been noticing myself doing a lot, and I really don't like it, because it kind of ruins the fun and the joy of just streaming and doing your own thing when you start comparing yourself to other people. And when other people, like when people are just doing comparisons all the time, that's something that really, like, you know, we're not all the same. So I don't know, it's weird.
I'm sorry, I just love the dichotomy of you giving something very, very philosophical and heartfelt. What turns you off? Negativity, because on a fundamental level, it's just really ... Manny over here, olives. The rumbling.
The
rumbling is what my tummy does when I have olives. It's not fun.
So something really interesting I watched today. I'm gonna go on a tiny side tangent, but I think this is a good thing for anybody who wants to be a streamer or is like thinking about anything in social media, whether you want to be a YouTuber, a famous tweeter, I don't know.
A tweeter.
Something that I've noticed is that when you really start pouring your passion into something, and when you start pouring your passion into something that's really competitive and very prone to comparison, so like Twitch, Twitter, we're all looking at our numbers, we're all looking at our analytics, and we're trying to and we compare ourselves not only to our past selves and past performance, but to other people's performance, and that can really spiral very negatively and lead like really quickly to burnout. Because then we start setting these expectations for ourselves that aren't really realistic within the time frame that we're giving ourselves, and it's something that it was a video I was watching today, and I watched it like 3 times. I was like, holy shit, this is really good information, because after a while, like when you really start streaming, you start building schedules, you start planning out your weeks, you stop doing things spontaneously, and you start feeling trapped. Like you really start comparing yourself to your past self. You just continually monitor yourself, and you're continually trying to push yourself and monitor your performance, the numbers, how other people are doing, and it starts sucking the fun out of everything and leads you to a really bad mental state of just constant comparison and no real like living in the moment anymore. Now everything's just scheduled, numbers, analytics, and that's it. And that was something that was a really nice video, a nice wake-up call for myself, because I was like, holy shit, these are things that I've been feeling as a streamer, and I never really put it into words.
Yeah.
And it's something that's like it has burnt me out before, doing the constant comparisons in my head, always striving to be better, but using other people as like the goalpost instead of like genuinely being like, oh, this is something I want to reach and this is something I'm going to work for. It's like, no, I want to reach this point that I think I should because someone else is already there.
If there's
and I stop. Yeah.
If there's
just stop living in the moment.
If there's one thing I'd recommend people take away from all of this, it's this. Theodore Roosevelt once famously said, "Comparison is the thief of joy." And so, if you're constantly comparing yourself, you'll never be happy because you're in a state of feeling inferior.
And you're not living in the moment anymore, and that was my real big takeaway. Like, you stop doing things spontaneously. You start trying to fit everything into like its own little block, its own little schedule, and you don't give yourself those moments of, man, I just want to play Persona 3 Reload. Like, I just want to sit down, play a comfort game. Oh, but I can't because I set up a stream, or no, I can't because I have to sit down and iron out plans or something. Like, it gets very structured very quickly, and it can lead to just negativity. But being able to focus on the now, being able to do spontaneous things to kind of give yourself that break is very important, and it's something that I've been neglecting, but it will come back to bite you, because then you get burnt out, and you can really easily spiral from there.
Manny, what did you want to say? And Soul, very good, very well put. Do what makes you happy, not what do what makes you happy, not what you need to do, or what you feel you're compelled to do. Or God Complex does the same thing, but worse. Yeah,
pretty much.
So we need to speed this along, because we're technically we're 5 minutes over. What is your favorite curse word?
My favorite curse word?
One thing that turns me off is not pouring river water in your socks. It's 32 Valwa. Also, somebody forcing you to do something wrong.
One thing that turns me off is not
pouring river water in your socks.
Also forcing you to do something wrong. Yeah.
Just remember, guys. It's quick, it's easy, it's free. Pouring river water in your socks. Why would you do that? Because it's quick, it's easy, it's free.
And it's free. Yeah. So I think, let's see. I think my favorite curse word would be cunt. I just love how the Australians say it. It's such an interesting word.
Where's Marie? Yeah, our resident Australian who spends a lot of time. We stream together. All right. What sound or noise do you love?
Oh.
Sorry, scared the crap out of me. Oh, thank you for the raid,
Hello,
Celeste. Another member of Project Hysteria. She is super
Nice,
cool.
nice.
Super cool.
Let's see, a noise though. Like, what's a noise I enjoy? I don't know. Ooh, rain. The sound of rain.
Rain is a very good one.
Mm-hmm.
Your partner died. Oh, I see. Yeah, Oh my gosh!
Very nice.
Another raid. Holy cow!
Hello, everybody.
Oh, thank you for the follow, Hazy. I appreciate that. Sorry, I was doing Goose Goose Duck with my group. I wanted to raid you. Aw.
Oh, that's so nice.
Well, thank you for the double raid, guys. Hello, my name is Val, and this is the VOD, a VTuber talk show that I host. It's a lot of fun. I love my guests. So please, this is the end of the show, and we're going a little bit over time. But you know, please stick around, stop by, have fun, have a Dr. Pepper, and throw some Dr. Pepper. And with that, also thank you, Shangar. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. Also, just remember. Oh, look at that! Building Legos!
Nice.
Building Legos. We were just talking about that. Hey, that's really funny. So yeah.
I love building Legos.
And
it's so
Rex
much
is
fun.
here. Oh, we're getting so many previous guests on the VOD here. Oh wait, am I not? That's embarrassing. I wasn't following Celeste. But
that happens. I have a second account as well, and it'll be like, oh, I'll follow someone on my like incognito Twitch account, and then I'll be like, oh, I forgot to do it on the main.
Yeah, it happens. But welcome. I also need to. I need to follow the other wonderful raiders, Shangar. Anywho, thank you guys so much for the raid. Let us continue with this.
Yes, thank you for the
My
raid.
gosh.
I forgot that I could do all my toggles while on your stream.
Yeah. So, anywho, thank you guys for the raid, and I hope you enjoy this last bit of the VOD. What is sound or noise that you hate if you love rain? Rain is a very there's a Persona song I love listening to that has a rain, like just rain playing in the background.
The one for Persona 5.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's behind the mask, but it might not be.
No, it's beneath the mask. Beneath.
There we go.
Beneath the mask, rain with rain in the background. The sound of river water pouring in my socks.
That's not the rain. That's river water.
But river water can have rain.
That's true. That's true.
So,
let's see. So a noise I dislike. I don't know. Like maybe something like loud and screechy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I hate those kinds of sounds. Anyway, I just wanted to give my support, Val. Oh, thank you so much, Celeste. You go. You don't have to stick around for this. We'll be over shortly. You don't have to stick around for this. Go have a wonderful meal. Go relax. Pour some river water in your socks. You know, take some time for you.
Because it's quick, free, and easy.
It's quick. It's free. It's easy. Nails on.
Oh, nails on a chalkboard. Yeah, like noises like that. Just really.
Large crowd. I'm an extrovert, but sometimes large crowds get me. It's just hard. It's just hard for me to navigate. What profession other than your own would you like to attempt?
That's a very good question. I kind of like my my career already.
Yeah.
Teaching for sure.
Teaching.
So like one day I want to go back, get my master's or get a PhD and then go be a college professor.
Ooh.
I really love education.
I'd hydrate Manny, but I don't have anything to drink right now. I drank all of it. Yeah, I'll be.
That's all right. Let me hydrate then.
There we go. What the heck? I'll be in the VC for a little bit after stream, so don't you worry. Yeah. What was it? Crap, I was gonna say something. Oh yeah, teacher. So I hope to work more as an audio engineer in the professional world, and drink the river water.
Yeah, come on.
Work more as a professional audio engineer for a couple of years, and then my hope is to go back to the university I'm currently at, and work at this university.
Hey, we have the same plan.
Because what I want to do is I want to make voice acting. I want to either make voice acting a viable bachelor's degree, or at least a minor. And I also want to get communications with an emphasis in video or in audio production, a thing. So at least audio production will be an emphasis. I feel like that'd be so much fun.
I feel like it's also a big need as well, because a lot of people can do stuff with video, but not many people can do stuff with audio.
My guy, that's why I make the big bucks. Recently I did a film shoot for a commercial in town, and I got paid what was it? I think I got paid $300 for 4 hours of work.
Ooh, that's good.
It was, yeah. That's probably about $75 an hour. But the reason being, not a lot of people in my town know how to do that stuff. So guys, if you want to make some decent money, learn audio and become an audio person. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah, no. My thing I always tell my students, so I was a TA before I graduated,
There you go.
is you always want to find your niche. You want to find what you're really good at and become one of the best people at it. That's how you make the big bucks. You find some kind of niche in what you're studying that you really enjoy, and you just dive headfirst into it. And then you become one of the most knowledgeable people in that aspect, and there will be jobs. There will be people looking for that. And those niche jobs are the ones that pay really well.
Find a job that not many people are doing, but it's in high demand, and you will make the money.
And something that people don't enjoy doing, but you do, is even better, because then, you have small supply, big demand.
Like for me, I want to build a studio in the small town I live in right now, where my university is, because if I build a studio that is specialized for recording, but is more specialized for voiceover, the amount of people I've met on my campus that want to do voiceover, but just don't have a place to do it professionally,
Speedrun Illustrator.
I can make some decent money doing that. So.
No, for sure. And then, renting out the services will help with all the equipment, because it gets very expensive very quickly.
That's it. But the thing is, it's also a very quiet town up here, and so
oh, that's good.
People fly in from the town about 30 minutes from me. I drive them up here and then put them up in a nice little house, like a 2-bedroom house. Something that's not enough in high demand is making river water filled socks and sandwiches. My gosh,
not sandwiches, not a soggy sandwich.
I don't get tired of the river water gag. Anywho, the second last question: what profession would you not like to do?
What would I not want to do?
Yeah.
I don't know, something that is like either something that is deceiving people, or something that deceives people about myself. Something that like isn't true to my character, isn't true to who I am.
Summer sales.
But I'm just doing to make money, like that.
Summer sales.
That seems,
Summer sales.
Summer sales.
Summer sales.
Oh, but yeah. I don't know, something that like, I mean, yeah. Maybe Apophis, like that is a good way to put it.
Yeah. No, that's a fair.
Yeah, I don't know. So something that will not let me think. Something that I can't do with integrity is what I would say. Something that I can't be myself.
So what it sounds like is you don't want to be an executive or an employee at Niji Sanji.
No.
I'm sorry. Couldn't help. That's low-hanging fruit.
Yeah, no, for sure. But I don't know. I have a lot of respect for myself and my morals, and I don't want to.
Good on you.
I don't want to go against that just for a quick buck, because then it kind of, I don't know, cheapens what I'm doing.
It's good.
Like, well,
that's good integrity. It's very good integrity. So, we're on our last question here, and that is,
All right.
if heaven exists, what would you like to hear God say when you arrive at the pearly gates?
That he's proud of me.
Aw, I like that. And the thing is, thankfully I haven't gotten any, like, really sarcastic answers, and that makes me really happy.
Yeah. I just want to go up to the big guy and he gives me a head pat and he's like, Albie, I'm proud of you. You did it. You had a good life.
Yeah, it's just put that there. Yeah. It's something that I feel like sometimes you just need to be told, hey, I'm happy you're here. That you're good enough. That you matter. So yeah.
Oh, for sure.
Very good answers.
I think there was a post that I did a little while ago that I was like, hey, other VTubers, what are things that you struggle with? What are big struggles for you? And one thing I said was scheduling and imposter syndrome. And so many people that agreed with that. There's a lot of people in this community that are kind of in really negative headspaces mentally. And I think what I was talking about earlier about like the constant comparison is really what leads to that feeling of like not feeling that you're good enough. Like just putting yourself out there and making content is more than good enough. You can't ask more of a person than their best. And I think a lot of people are doing their best, but they're getting discouraged because they compare themselves to other people, or they're trying to reach these goals that are going to take time and effort and lower their self-esteem when there really isn't a need to. Like, you're doing great. Just be yourself, keep working hard, and a community will grow. You'll do well. It's not going to happen overnight, but you're always valid. You're always, no matter what you're doing, unless it's like hurting somebody else, then I'd say no, it's not that valid. But
that's me.
Yeah, like as long as you're not harming other people, you're doing your own thing. Even if you're not seeing immediate success, like to all the little streamers, I'm proud of you for trying. I'm proud of you for being yourself, going out, putting yourself out there. You are enough, and
you are enough.
More than enough.
Yeah, very, very good words. Like, I couldn't have said that better myself. Albie, this has been a lot of fun. Like, I've been really excited about this for a little bit of time, and for a long while now. Because I've been popping in for your streams, I've been seeing them. I haven't been talking as much, but the times I've been there, it's just, you're a wonderful guy. And like I said, one of the nicest people I have met here in the VTuber community. Thank you. So please never lose that spark, that passion you have, and never, ever compromise your kind nature for anyone. Because at the end of the day, we are only as strong as our word, and our character is only as strong as what we are when people aren't looking. And if what I have to go on is anything like I've seen now, I have no doubt that you have a strong character.
Thank you.
Yeah.
You have so many nice words to say.
Ah, thank you. I'm a human thesaurus. Well, with that in mind, it's time for our very last question, and dare I say the second most important question is, who would you like us to raid?
Oh, okay. Give me a second. Thank God I have Mix It Up pulled up, because I can just let's see who's okay, search. Okay. I'm so happy that Mix It Up added the feature to see who you're following and who you can like who's live, how many people they have, what they're playing, just from the Mix It Up console itself. And then you can press either like raid or open channel. One thing I do a lot is like I'll go to raid somebody, and then the moment I turn off stream, I like rush to open their stream so I can see. and from Mix It Up you can do everything right there. Let's see.
Well, while you were trying to find that, when you're done, just pop it in the stream chat. But while you're doing that, guys, thank you so much for joining me on this episode of the VOD. I have never had a dull moment doing this, and this is episode 30. Is this episode 34? I believe it's episode 34.
33.
Wait, I think that's incorrect. Did I?
Oh, that is? Oh, I like 33.
Oh,
I like the number 3.
You are number 34, so that's on me.
Oh, that's all right.
Yeah. But you are episode 34, and so that means I have had 34 wonderful people, and it's never like I've never had a dull moment. And I thank you guys, the audience, for joining me, and joining us, because without you guys, this would not mean anything. Like, we wouldn't. Apophis gets it. This would not be what it is today. So please remember how special and important you are to this channel, because without you guys, this is nothing. I'm just a guy who's talking into a microphone, which I've done that for a very long time. But it's more special with friends, and you guys are friends. So please remember, there is a Discord, and I love to have all of you a part of my Discord. Why? Because I get to see your beautiful faces, I get to talk with you guys, but more importantly, if you guys want to talk with my previous guests, or you want to talk with me, join it, and you can do that. It's so much fun. It's so cool. Isn't it, Albie?
It is.
See? Because I get to talk with you guys. Also,
okay, I got a channel. I was going through a few of my friends, but some of them are like on Be Right Back screens, or they're not there, and I'm like, all right, okay.
Okay.
I got it. We can go raid Oki.
Ooh.
Oki Ra Rico. They're another VTuber that I've been doing that are part of. They are a part of the Minecraft VTuber server that I'm on.
Yeah.
Yeah, super cool person, very nice. I definitely think we should go raid them, show them some love.
They're playing Lethal Company.
Yes, they are, and it looks like it's modded.
Heck yeah. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this has been a lot of fun. Again, never a dull moment here on the VOD. Why? Because I get to have so many incredible guests. Now, guys, please remember that you're awesome, you're wonderful, you matter, you exist, and that I will always be happy to see you, because you guys are always friends of the channel. So with that in mind, please join me as we raid. And I'll be in the VC, in the VOD for a couple minutes. So I would love to talk with y'all. It'd be a lot of fun. And if not, I hope you have a wonderful rest of your night. Albie, you're awesome. You're wonderful. My name is Val. This has been AlbieTheGod. Please go support him, as he is really cool and really
River
fun.
water.
River water, indeed. I will see you guys tomorrow for 4 Mile VT as our last guest for the week on the VOD at 2 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. So with that in mind, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Okay, bye!
Bye-bye.